Yo, what up, guys? I know it's been a while since I've posted on my media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, showing my face, specifically, talking to the camera. But I just wanted to share this reaction video of me reacting to Conan O'Brien and Jordan XD. Hilarious. I love the chemistry between them two, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So enjoy.
Brought a clip.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I spotted a paparazzo video of you. You are, in fact, an A-list celebrity, and from
You think
time
I'm
to time,
A-list?
yeah, you see this paparazzo standing there.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, and in that moment, he's not even asking you a question. The
Right.
question becomes in your mind, what do you do? How do you handle? How do you react? And the way I interpret it is you make a conscious decision. Okay, I see this paparazzo there. Nothing new. Must happen frequently. I'm just going to continue walking, going about my day.
Thing.
Right. But your brain is very conscious of the fact that now you're deliberately walking with purpose. Now, in this particular moment, and I've seen you walk many times over many years, in this particular moment, I'm convinced that your
Well, no shit.
mind is so deliberate about I'm going to walk confidently. You pass the camera, you're coming at him, and you pass, and then there's a shot of your ass walking away, and your ass cheeks are gyrating from side to side because you're walking with such purpose. Now listen, you have a high rider. You always have. If one were to categorize different asses, they do fall into general. Everyone has a unique ass. I'm not trying to diminish anybody's uniqueness, but what I'm saying is there are general categories, and yours is, you'll call your ass flat, but to me the flatness is not the most significant characteristic. You have a high rider. It rides high up on your legs, and that has a very specific look. And when you're walking away from this man's camera with such confidence, such deliberate confidence, your ass cheeks are gyrating from side to side. It's a saunter. It is the perfect representation of a saunter. And in that moment, I don't know if you were feeling a sexuality in you, in your confidence, but I'm telling you, your ass and your pants are very form-fitting.
He looks
as
just
well.
so
I remember the
defeated.
days as a tall man, you found it hard to buy jeans that were long enough, and then you found a guy to start custom making your jeans, and your pants are so well fitted now. They're really hugging those ass cheeks, and I just think it's remarkable. I think we should acknowledge the behavior of your ass as you're walking away from camera in this paparazzo video.
Would you like that to go on any longer before I interrupt you, or are you done?
I said what I needed to say.
I don't recall this. In general, it looks like it's springtime, maybe fall. Who can say?
Maybe about 49 weeks ago. Somewhere around May 17th, 2024.
Okay. I'm guessing there's a date on this.
Yeah.
We live in an era now where people have cameras out all the time. There's paparazzo cameras, but there's also just people with iPhones, whatever. Yeah. You get less self-conscious about it over time. I don't think I'm that much affected by this person.
You're saying you would be walking like that. Again, you haven't seen this footage.
But I know how I walk.
You lived
I walk.
It. Okay.
Here's what I'll tell you. You've walked with me. I walk very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I walk with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I do have very good posture.
Mm-hmm.
None other than Steve Martin once, in a note to me, talked to me about my posture.
Fascinating.
Pointed out that my posture was so good that it distracted him from whatever I was saying, meaning that he thought my posture was much more impressive than my comedy. And I do think it's possible that I'm trying to, this is my way of coming on to whoever's photographing me, that maybe I'm putting a little English on the ass.
I think you were. I've never seen your ass move like this, and I've seen your ass move many times.
You keep an eye on my ass.
It presents itself to me. I'm not looking for it, and I'm not looking away from it.
My ass presents itself to you.
Yes, it presents itself to me in certain situations. I never expect it to, but sometimes there it is. Like I say, I don't turn toward or away. If it falls into my field of vision, if I'm looking this way and your ass moves there, I'm not going to look away from it.
You're saying much like a baboon. I use my ass to attract you.
You know what? A baboon is a perfect analogy. Yes.
And a baboon,
yeah.
When a baboon's ass becomes quite red, they present it.
Yeah.
And presenting the ass is maybe the most primordial form of a sexual come-on.
Yeah. I honestly don't think you meant to be sexual, but I've never seen your ass move like this, and I know you were walking with a determined sense of confidence.
The fact that he's even like acknowledging and describing the process of how his ass moves. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And it manifested in your ass cheeks gyrating from left to right.
Okay. Should we look at it?
Roll the tape.
Sure.
How's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
I don't see a lot of gyrating going on there.
Do you see how like there are two diagonal creases, primary diagonal creases?
Eduardo, do you want to
in
jump
the
in?
pants?
Do you see a lot of undulation of ass?
I don't know what to say.
Well, you can say whatever.
No,
I mean,
I
if you
just see
feel,
a normal person walking. I
don't see what you see.
Okay, so there are two diagonal creases, primary diagonal creases in the pants, and as you walk,
You know what this is? This is the Zapruder film.
I would have to see the opposite of that to
yeah,
be
you
able to
need
compare.
you
Can I
can't
say something?
identify the variable
But can I say
without
something?
the control.
This is the Zapruder film, meaning a lone assassin theorist like myself looks at it and goes, "Yeah, that's Oswald getting off 3 shots and 2 of them hit."
Yeah.
But you show the exact same footage to a conspiracy theorist, and they see 15 gunshots and people with arrows and parachutists and all kinds of stuff. I see just me walking along.
You see how those two creases are going an
That's
opposite?
just, I don't know how not to walk like
Right.
that. You know, I don't know how for that not to happen.
The fact that he's so focused on helping him walk correctly so that his ass cheeks don't like he said, gyrate a certain way. Like he's making fun of him and he's trying to help him, I think, with good intent, other than trying to humiliate him. So
Right.
For one buttock not to be moving independently of
Right.
the other, you would have to sew my buttocks shut, and I would
Right.
have to be on some kind of electric scooter where my legs are immobile.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could achieve the non-undulation. That's the only way that
Well,
could
look,
happen.
I have confidence in my observational skills, and I'm familiar
don't.
with your ass.
I don't.
Okay.
And
Well,
you say you're familiar with my ass.
Obviously, something jumped out at me about this particular way your ass was moving. I immediately sent it to Frank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand.
Okay.
You can take the headphones off.
Well, I want to keep them on just so I can hear.
All right.
This is me wearing.
So, yeah. All right.
So I'm walking.
Yeah.
Now you
Like
have
it-
me.
Yeah,
you have
Mike, that's
this-
what I'm talking about. You see,
You
I
have
didn't
this
see,
happening.
I didn't see you see these two diagonal creases right here? I didn't see that until you started sticking your ass out right now. When you first started doing it, I just saw a big blob of fabric.
Was this an excuse to touch me?
that's
You didn't need to touch me. You just
Touch
touched
the
my.
back of my hands. That's how they do it at the TSA. That doesn't count. The front of the hands counts. The back of the
Look
hands
at him.
doesn't count.
Look at his maniacal
No, that's
puss.
how they do it at the
Look
TSA.
at his maniacal
No.
puss. Whenever
No.
you start to lose it,
No, back of
you
the
get
hands is
crazy
fine.
eyes.
No.
You get crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you go on a subway and you take the
I
backs
don't-
of your
I don't-
hands
I'm not
and you
interested.
touch women's asses and then say, "Hey, TSA, TSA, TSA in the USA." That's what you do.
I am telling you, it is very asexual to touch anything with the back of your hand.
That's
You
not
understand?
true. I think some of
No,
the
there's
most
no-
some of the most erotic
Yes,
moments of my
no.
life have been
Yes.
with the back of my hands.
What are you talking about? How would
I
you
often-
ever? How would you ever, in a sexual situation, use the back of your hand?
What are you talking about?
It
I use
never
the back of
happens.
my hands
No,
all the time in a
it's
sexual way.
counterintuitive. It's
You
completely
haven't done that?
No, there's nothing you can do to anything.
It's called painting the house. What you do is you brush the woman, or I'm gonna say, listen, we live in a culture where it could be a woman,
Yeah,
a guy on
yeah.
guy, whatever. It doesn't matter to me,
Right.
woman on woman. You know, what I'm saying is I have often used that motion. I've often used the back of my hand.
The difference between the front of the hand and the back of the hand is immense.
Not true.
It's not
That's
subtle.
not true.
It is not subtle.
Old wives' tale. There's more nerve endings on the back of your
No,
hand.
that's
and
ridiculous.
guess what?
Just
you know
the
what?
psychological.
The most erogenous zone, and this is a true fact, it was in Men's Health 3 months ago, look it up.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is on the cover, is the back of the hand and the knuckles are the most erogenous zone on the body, more so than any other part of the body. True story.
Can you imagine if you were gifted a sexual experience with someone you were incredibly attracted to.
Bridget Bardot, 1958.
1958, but the rule was you could only use the back.
That would be my request.
You could only
That
use
would be the back. That would be my request.
You cannot do it.
My
You can do
request.
anything you want with the back of your hands.
My
What a
request.
horrible, frustrating way to leave somebody hanging.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
You've never even tried
No,
it.
what are you talking?
You haven't tried
Of course
it.
I haven't tried it.
Well, if you
Why
haven't
would I
tried it, how
waste
do you know
the
what you're
sexual
talking about? You're
experience?
missing out on
because
the,
some things you
the
just
greatest
know.
sexual
No.
high is using the erogenous zone.
No.
The primary erogenous zones of the body are the left and right back of hands. And do you know that the knuckles were thought of by the Greeks as the center of eroticism?
Do you know what ruined orgasms are? Do you know this sexual genre?
What's it called?
ruined orgasms.
You mean ruined?
Yeah, ruined.
You just said ruined.
That's the same thing.
Are you losing
Just
your mind?
listen.
Look at your eyebrows.
Forget about
Hey,
ruined.
Riddler, your eyebrows
listen.
are going off the charts.
Listen to me. Do you know about ruined orgasms? It's a
I know.
sexual fetish. Do you understand? It's when I want to say this in a tasteful way. When someone is going to have an orgasm.
Yeah, when someone's about to...
But at the critical moment, the sexual stimulation stops.
Yes.
Now, it's too late to stop the orgasm, but you're not enjoying the orgasm. But people love that. To me, the
What do you mean
back
they
of
love
the-
it? Who loves it?
I'm saying people are into it. You know,
it's called,
deviant.
it's called, can I say it the correct way? Ruined?
Ruined orgasm.
Is that a New York thing when you say ruined?
I don't know. That's the way I say it. Ruined.
I've never said
Yeah.
ruined as
Okay.
I'm from New
Well,
York.
I have a problem. But what I'm saying is,
At least he
is
admitted
that
it.
to me is another untapped sexual genre of you can be with anyone you want. You can do anything you want. Like a woman says, take me. Do whatever you want, but only use the back of your hand.
Yeah.
That's incredibly frustrating. That's like you ruined the experience.
Well, I more think you ruined it, but I disagree with you, and I think you're berating something you haven't tried. And I suggest that you go home tonight, talk about it with your wife, and say that you want to paint the barn, and that's using the back of the hands. Just try it. But I don't see you've read into this Conan paparazzi footage of me walking, and it's nonsense. It's nonsensical, and I'm glad that Eduardo spoke up. There's no there. You're lost in a mystical world of my ass,
Yeah.
and you can't find your way out.